Woo! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again on a Tuesday night. Yes, I told you guys tonight might be a little different. That's what I told you. Let me and yes, man, you guys have been bugging me about talking more about things that are going on in professional wrestling. Yeah. And I told you guys, man, I really don't like doing that on my show. I like to do that on my black and white show that I do with Vince McMahon. But welcome, everybody, to another night of Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray, the world's most dangerous podcast. And we are back again here on a Tuesday night. Now, with all that being said, what did I do? I gave in to your demands. And you know, I don't really like doing that, man. I really don't. But I gave in, man. I did. So guess what I did? I called him back, man. I went out and got the man on the streets, the man that keeps me up on everything that goes on in professional wrestling. Because that's what he does. So I reached out and I said, hey, dog, they own me, man. They want me to talk about what I don't want to talk about. So if I'm going to talk about something, I need you to lead me in, brother, because I can't stand it. So I reached out to my boy. Y'all know him, man on the streets, Chris Dillsworth. He is here tonight. Yes, he is. And before we get started, I'm checking out some of my stuff right here on social media on my phone. Before I came on, and I'm looking at a few things. So if you see me looking down and stuff like that, what's up, Daniel? What's up, Kush? Oh, wait a minute.
You got mail.
I think I just messed something up. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. I had erased everybody's comments, man. Potts is in the house. Kush is in the house. Yeah, guys. I told you tonight we're gonna talk about a little WWE rumors, allegations, conjecture, different words, different strokes for different folks. So I had to call in the cavalry. And guess what, guys? I've been thinking about this, man. What's up, Willie? We got to call in the cavalry more often. That's what we got to do, man. We got to call in the cavalry to keep us up on what's going on. Because see, these guys, you know, they have a reality show. I don't even call it a podcast, man, because they be all over everything. It's a reality show. And you guys got to go check it out, man. They call themselves Heels for Life. Perfect moniker for these guys. And y'all know them. Y'all know them. But they're going to be here tonight. And guess what, man? We're going to be focusing on some of the allegations that we've been hearing that's coming out of WWE. Because last week, me and Vince Russo, we talked about it on our show, Black and White. And we were just trying to put some of the tea leaves together, man. I look at things totally different than Vince. Vince looks at things totally different from me. Vince is still in the mindset of this being a professional wrestling thing. What's up, Chat? What's up, Loman? What's going on? I do not really look at it in that way. So that's why I had the guys come on tonight, man, because I would like to hear from people that's a little bit more in depth in the situation than myself. Even though I'm in depth with it, I still don't look at it like the wrestling fans look at it. But that's just me. I'm only one person. But I want to try to get you guys insight tonight. If you guys want to call into the show, 832-243-4428. I'll have the phone lines on later. They're not on now, but you can hear it. That's the phone line. But I'll have the phone line, and I'll let you guys know when I have the phone line on. But I'll say it again, 832-243-4428. And you guys can call in and give me you guys, if you want to, give me your assessment of what you heard tonight from me and the Heels for Life guys. Now, so with all that being said, wait a minute. Chet is saying something. Lewis Hamilton still overrated. My tweets is up there. Okay. Like I said, whatever you think, brother. If you think Lewis Hamilton is overrated, if some of the guys from the show want to go read your tweets, really and truly, it really means nothing to us because with all due respect, Chat, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you. If you think Lewis Hamilton is overrated, then you don't know very much about auto racing, and that's how I'm going to take it from my end. Okay? Then that just means you're just an everyday, unadulterated hater. That's all it is. Because when you're the best at something, when you're the best in the world at something, in the history of a sport, you can't be overrated. Because, see, it's 7 billion people or more that walk on the face of this earth. Okay? 7 billion or more. And it's only the few people on this earth can ever call themselves the best of the best at any sport. Only a few. So when you put things in that context, you can't know very much about what you're talking about. That's just the way it is, bro. But we're talking wrestling tonight. If you want to talk wrestling, fine. You want to talk auto racing, that was last night. But anyway, guys, with all due respect, I just have to put things in perspective. But they're here, man. Chris just popped in. He's in the green room. I'm still debating with myself if I want to have him on tonight, but you know, that's just me, man. I go through things like that when I see him, man. He really, because y'all know how he is, man. Y'all know how he is when he come out here, man. Talking shit, run like he running shit. You know, y'all know how he is. But he is my boy. And I did ask him to come on tonight to give us some type of edification. That's what we need when we need edification, when we need wrestling edification. You know who we go to. We can't take that away from him. Okay, we're gonna give him that, but that's it. That's all. Anything else, it's a whole nother ball game. So let's get my man out here.
You funny as hell.
Let me get my headphones on here.
That was one hell of an introduction.
Right.
What's up, brother? What is up with my guys?
I got a box to myself. You sound out good.
Yeah, man, you got a box to yourself. Yes, like I said.
What's up? What's going on, Steve?
What's going on? Who is that? Who is that? The Enforcer with you?
Yeah, that's Enforcer. Yeah, Enforcer came with me this time around. Yeah. Everybody else was working and shit. So
good. We don't need them. We don't need them. You know what I'm saying? We got who we got.
My box. What?
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you was expecting the Brady Bunch?
No, man. Just you, actually.
Oh.
I was just expecting you.
Oh.
And I had to let Sonny Ono know that he was see, y'all canceled Sonny.
I didn't do nothing. I'm just here for the comments.
Well, I told him. Well, I told him you did.
Oh, so you're lying on me? Oh, interesting.
Well, Sonny. This is the deal, man.
I'll start with that damn.
It's starting to get to the point where I can't stomach Sonny a lot anymore, man. Last week we did the show and all the fans were calling him a racist.
A who?
They call him a racist, man.
Call him a racist.
Why would they call Sonny?
Because he is.
Ain't he from Japan?
Because he is. That's even worse. He's an Asian racist.
Pause.
Asian racist. You can't have it. You can't have it in this world. You got to choose.
Asian racist. He racist toward everybody else in the Orient, man. You know what I'm saying? So he landed in the right place.
Sonny, you got to Sonny, you got to choose your demons, man. You can't be racist and Asian.
He can't help himself, man.
Yeah, you
can't help himself.
I've
tried to get it out of him. It's dug in, man. Ain't nothing I can do for him, bro. Hopefully the next generation of little Onos will be better. That's all we can hope for, bro.
Oh no, Sonny. Oh no.
That is hilarious. Oh my goodness.
What's up with you? What's up with you?
Yeah, what's up with you?
Hey man, but I took a little hiatus there during the holidays, man. Getting back on writing my book and stuff like that. So that's all I've been concentrating on, man. Same old.
Well, happy
New Year to you. Happy New Year, even though you didn't.
I didn't.
No.
Man, brother, I had so many people on the plate. It was hard, brother. Plus,
I
had family in town. The whole thing, bro. You know how to go, bro.
That's all good.
I'm the kind of guy that want the holidays to even be over.
Yeah,
I want them over.
We got
go home
now.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, man, me and Sonny have fun with things like that on the show, and that's why we love doing the show together, because we can joke about everything, and we've been like that since we've known each other. You know what I'm saying? Sonny and I have been like that and tease each other about racial things when it comes to the Japanese and when it comes to black people. You know what I'm saying? So we just tease each other. So we brought that floor mat to the show where he says things like that. And if one person, like one guy said something last week, said, hey, Sonny sound like a racist. So I turned it into the whole show. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? And we just laugh about it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's funny. And that's what we do, man. We have a good time with doing things like that. But with all due respect, sometimes I do wonder about him, even though I've been knowing him like 27 years. Sometimes I still do wonder about him, but there's nothing I can do. Well, that's my boy, man. We done been through a lot of stuff that we can't even talk about on the show together, but it's still fun to do. But anyway, guys, man, you guys know what's been going on for the last couple of weeks. And I've been watching you guys show, and I've been seeing you guys talk about some of the things that's going on, man. So I would like to know, and the audience would like to know, because I told them I was going to try to get you guys on here, and they asked me not to. But I told them I was going to get you on here, man. Okay. I run this show, even though they didn't want me to bring you on. But I said, no, Chris, my boy, man. Y'all know how he is, so they're getting used to you now.
I'm a Christian by law.
Yeah, I think somebody reminded me of that.
Thank you.
Somebody reminded me of that. Matter of fact, I seen a lady on an interview. I was looking at YouTube, and the lady had a cross, which means you are a devout Christian, right?
No, I'm a Christian regardless.
Not you. We already know about you.
Wow.
Let's put it out there. We know about you.
You see that?
We already know that you professed to be a Christian. We know that. Look at this.
Devon knows, Ryback knows, everybody knows.
We know, or we know what we've been told.
You can see the halo though.
The halo, what?
Excuse you? You know I invited you to the show. You can be canceled right now. You know that.
You're my brother. You're my brother.
Okay.
You're my brother.
Talking about some damn
man. You sure that was Halo, or was it Tweety Birds going around your head? You know what I mean? What was that?
No,
There's no Dizzy Dim over here. Well, almost, whatever.
but that's what everybody's been asking me to bring that to the show. And I'm like, man, if I talk about it, it's going to really be boring and it's going to really be outside the box. So I would like for you guys to come on and give me you guys' assessment of everything that's been going on. And we'll get into some of the other stuff after that. So whichever one of you guys want to start, give me your assessment of what's going on with this whole situation with Vince McMahon, Endeavor, and this Miss Grant, who they've so hey man, whichever one of you guys want to start, man, let's have it.
First of all, let's start with them damn dildos. Let's talk about that.
Wait a minute. Now I can't. I don't. You see,
no.
Stevie,
you opened the Pandora's box and he just kicked it wide open. You should have saw that shit coming.
Well, the dildo thing got me too. When I heard about it, I was like,
"Hey,
man!"
I've named my cars. I've named my motorcycles. I've never named. Well, I never owned a dildo, so I've never been able to. But I did buy one once. I will admit to that.
Wait, what?
It wasn't for me though.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
So, see, I can't tell you how Ray Dog gets down. I'm just letting you know. Now, it could have been named. It could have been named outside of my presence.
It could be Minnie. It could be Minnie. It could be.
I don't know. It could have been named.
But
I'm just saying, I don't know.
On some real
but
shit,
I've never owned a dildo, and if I did, I would tell you.
Would you?
But that collection, that got me, man. That got me.
You know.
So if you want to start off with that, go ahead.
I want to ask you personally. Right?
Okay.
I'm not going to put you out there, Uncle, though. But
okay.
Are you surprised? Well, because you wasn't never employed by the WWE, so
yeah. But I was around them a whole lot.
But are you surprised that Vince McMahon did not put you on the lineup?
Lined up for the dildos?
Please rephrase that question right now.
Don't answer that question.
Pause. That was a pause.
Pause.
Well, I'm like this. We really don't know how in depth. Okay, we haven't heard all the names.
I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to.
Well, I'm just saying we really don't know how in depth the names go. We just got a few names. We don't know.
I'm equaling this to the Epstein list right now because, boy, when that list come out,
I got you.
I think
Mr.
Triple H and Stephanie and HBK, Hickerbottom, Power Bottom, whatever, Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of names that they said very close to Vince McMahon. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, yeah, it's cause for concern. And the crazy thing is, Uncle, is that this happened at the most worstest time ever. It happened right before the Royal Rumble. It happened by, I think, maybe 3 days before the Royal Rumble. So we're sitting here, we're talking about it amongst ourselves and on our group or on our group chat. And I'm sitting up here and I'm saying, wow, this couldn't come out of the worst time ever. And then, the situation with Cody Rhodes and The Rock and The Rock's daughter being threatened. I mean, it's like a whole lot of shit has been going on.
Now, I haven't heard about The Rock's daughter being being threatened.
Yeah.
Elaborate on that. Elaborate on that a little.
Okay,
bring us up to speed.
You want to go ahead?
Yeah, let me get this one. So, as you know, that what happened last Friday, The Rock came out, pretty much Cody gave him the spot. As right now, the fans jump over the hill. They like, oh hell no, we want Cody, blah blah blah. So they didn't change the way this was going. They didn't change the direction. They said, let's keep the momentum. But what happened was that, especially on Monday Night Raw, they was giving out signs to the fans saying we want Cody. So like and the Twitter fingers out there, they want to they think they are in charge. They said, "Oh, we want Cody. We want Cody." So what happened was after The Rock ignored their threats, they went to the next person, which was his daughter. They went to her page. She said, "Listen, I had nothing to do with this. I'm trying to build my own over here at NXT. I had nothing to do with this. Please stop the death threats." Right now, she closed her Twitter account because it was too.
Oh wow! Oh
so,
wow!
It got bad.
It's really sad that like we just started the road to WrestleMania. It just started.
Right.
They're already pissed off. They don't even know what. It's nothing official yet, even though it's common sense. But nothing official yet. They like this through all their power at. But before that, he was at a high. He was at a high. They just had Rock on the board. That was the news. The news was going up, and then down. Soon everybody started talking about The Rock and never TKO. Vince McMahon and Miss Grant came out, and man, all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose.
Right.
So I mean, the only after that, it was like, okay, we knew this, but now we got a woman, we got a female that's willing to come up. And when she put all the text messages and they fucked up the Royal Rumble plans because Brock Lesnar was supposed to be on it, and Brock Lesnar was on those text messages. And it was some disgusting shit that he did to make him come back.
Well, Brock is name involved in this whole thing, and that's why anybody named that's involved in any of this, you're not going to see them on any programming. No. You're not. And it might be names on there. It could be several names on there that we don't even know yet, but they know.
They took him off the video game. They took him off the video game.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. People, this is deeper, in my opinion. This is deeper than we even know right now. This is just the beginning.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? This is just the beginning, bro.
And I think honestly, Uncle, not to cut you off, but this really scares me. This really is very. I don't think you should be. In my opinion, I don't think you should be. Because
I don't think you should be at all. You got to realize this is what I do, and this is what
I mean, do you think that this is more so like business as usual kind of scenario?
No, what this is order. This is what people in that world call order. Who rules? At the end of the day, that is why I rely on my knowledge of history. Because history repeats itself, not in a bad way, not in a good way, but you've seen this before. Whenever somebody, if you know anything about history, let's say the Civil War, let's say World War I, let's say World War II, let's say Korea, let's say Vietnam, let's say the Gulf War, all of these different things. What do they all have got in common? Someone wanted something somebody else had.
In this situation, who you think? Do you think it's like someone on the inside?
Okay, when you build up, when you build up a company to this status, and we look at, this is just my opinion, and this is what I was talking about on the Black and White show last week. I'm just putting it in this perspective. That's why I wanted you guys' perspective and the fans out there. This is when I say order, who rules? You got something I want, Chris. And how do you take something somebody wants? You infiltrate them, find out everything that they do, and then you strike.
You know, it's funny that you say that because that's also in the laws of power.
There you go.
But you know, and crazy.
There you go.
Watch this, Chris. Chris, you kind of said that about a certain someone months ago named Nick Khan. No one even heard.
Indeed, I did. It's funny that like when Nick Khan actually took power, why all this shit start happening?
Right.
Well, this is the thing, dog. This is the thing. Let's say, this is what I was telling Vince last week. And I meant to bring Vince on tonight. So you could get back at him, Chris. But we're gonna set that. I'm gonna set that up though.
Oh Lord,
because I know you're still stewing. I know you're still stewing about it.
No, I'm patient. My plate is cold, and I'm just ready to eat.
You see? No! Listen to everything you just said. Listen to everything you just said, and apply that to what we're talking about.
Right.
Patience.
Hey, but it takes.
You know why you have patience? Because you ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
Your people or the people, or what are you trying to do? When the time is right to strike, you strike. So that's why I put it in this context. Okay.
I like that.
Okay. The very week that The Rock gets his name, you know, remember he got possession of The Rock.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then that same week, he's up on the Wall Street.
You cooking?
Yeah.
Ringing the bell. Like the old TV show Saved by the Bell. He's up there pulling ding, 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 ding. That means the money is rolling in. You only bring the celebrities in when the money is rolling in. Who's standing right next to him? Vince McMahon. Now, who was just on the doing an interview together talking about this big collaboration or this takeover between TKO Endeavor and WWE? Who was sitting right there?
Vince.
Ari Emanuel was sitting with Vince McMahon.
He was.
Do you know who Ari? Do you know who Ari Emanuel is?
Ain't he the CEO for
Endeavor?
Yes, but you know how he became. You know how he became what he is though.
No,
he was the biggest. He was the biggest agent in Hollywood.
Really?
He was what they call a super agent. See, that's why y'all need Ray Dog to get you. This is why I like talking to you young guys, man. Because I'm going to show you how all the shit ties together. The things you don't think about and the things you don't see. That is why I always relate things to history. Because it's happened before. It's just happening in another genre. That's all.
So
go ahead.
How about this one? So you mentioned that Rock guy's name back. We forgot to mention that he got $30 million of shares in that company. So he got. I haven't got
to that yet.
Yeah, but that's.
All of that's time. I'm getting to that.
Yeah, because that's like.
See. I'm showing you the tea leaves.
Okay.
I'm showing you the tea leaves. Really and truly, if you see everything that went down that we found out about that week, now he's on the board of $1 billion company. A company put together but with Ari Emanuel and all of his buddies or whoever that started that company. Now, what business are they into? They're in the entertainment business. Okay? What do we see everything going to at this day and age and stage of life as it pertains to entertainment? Streaming.
And that is where Netflix come into play.
Okay, I'm getting to that too. Then a $5 billion payoff. I didn't say million, billion.
B as in boy.
For content for this company. Okay? Now, then after all of that, did anybody know Vince McMahon's house was raided by the feds just a few weeks before that?
Indeed, it was. Twice. As a matter of fact.
Now, let me ask you guys this. What were they looking for?
That's a good question.
It certainly wasn't dildos.
Okay. Could have been dildos.
I mean, I know he could have been Andre, you know.
Could have been a Pacific dildo. We don't know. I'm just saying. We don't know. But be that as it may, when the feds, so you can't shrug this stuff off. When the feds invade your house, something's wrong, brother, and you in trouble.
Right.
You don't believe me? Go ask Rudy Giuliani.
But let me ask you this. Okay, so what do you think?
I'm getting to that.
No.
I'm getting to that.
This is out.
Go ahead.
This is outside the
Okay, this is outside
our
okay.
discussion. Yeah. So,
Okay.
what do you think? What's the difference between what happened in 2023 versus now? Like, why do you think it's so significant?
It's all connected. It's not. It's all connected. It's not different. That's just the beginning. See, that's the little tea leaf they drop in front of you to let you know you have bad thoughts about this guy or wondering thoughts about this guy. Maybe he ain't the guy I thought about. See, they dropped a dime on you. Didn't drop the dollar, just drop a dime to make you start. This is how these people at this level work. This is what they do. So right when you think everything gone, brother, it's just getting started. Then on top of that, the USFL and the XFL merge. Who's a part of that? Who started that? No. Who started it?
Oh, Vince McMahon.
Vince
started that.
Then who took it over?
Rock.
The Rock.
Then who took it over? Rock.
Okay.
Now Endeavor is like, we already see when we come to take something, brother, we gonna take all of it. So you thought they was your friends. You thought you was going in business with them. But in essence, they just drew you in like the spider's web, and we're going to excoriate you. Because the one thing that is never forgiven is when you fuck with kids and women. Ooh. You will be excoriated in the public's eye. You don't believe me? How much Donald Trump just had to get off of?
See, that's the scary part of this whole situation for me. Because
no. Go ahead.
It's scary. It's a scary part, just like you just said, Donald Trump, he pretty much paid his way out. I'm seeing the same thing because him and Vince is like this. They close.
You see what I'm saying?
Vince will do the same
you see what I'm saying?
He's not gonna pay for all this. It's so much evidence, and we only got the little bit. It's more to come. Like it's more to come, and it's gonna come a point that this dude is gonna say, "Listen, I still got this share of this here. I would give all this up if I don't go to jail."
Now you see what I'm talking about.
He still got shit, but this
is not about the chick.
No.
This is about Vince.
This is about order.
Yeah,
order
this is about Vince.
Order means who rules. We want WWE, and who have we put in position to be our point man when we take it from you?
The Rock.
Okay.
Now,
you see now you're getting it now.
I'm with you. I'm listening to every little detail.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
WWE everybody in that office, they're gonna find out who knew what about what. Right. And if you are one of those people, believe me, you will be replaced. We don't want no old baggage. Everything you've been seeing on YouTube and on Twitter and all these other stuff, and all these other people, believe me, within a year or two, they will all be gone.
Now,
all of them.
That's something I said. Rome was not built today. It's not going to take. No. It's not going to be like, oh, we could clean this up real easy. Once you get everybody that even got any fucking aroma of Vince McMahon on them, you want them out there. And then you got to clean up all the shit that he left on your walls and make sure, because it's to make WWE what it is. Because remember, all of us see it. Every decision that they had over the years, we know that's a Vince McMahon decision. All that shit. But we got to, once he get out of there, and then we get his buddies, his kiss asses, his people that said his yes men,
still be the same thing.
Out of there, it's a whole different place. Everybody wants to walk around with eggshells if they do.
Exactly. But this is what I'm saying. The bigger picture is not the wrestling part. The bigger picture is the money, the new direction, the new frontier is to what Ari Emanuel and all these guys want to do is take wrestling global. Global. They want it as big here. They want it as big everywhere else as it is here. I'm gonna tell you this: Netflix wouldn't have never agreed to no $5 billion deal if they didn't think these guys had the power to do it.
Oh, they do. I mean, just look at
they just
Raw
the
last night.
They just the beginning.
I mean, I'm just saying, like how they took something that was, well, I wouldn't even say minor because Rock literally just came in and just told Cody, excuse yourself. Now all of a sudden we have this big movement. They're comparing this to Daniel Bryan movement, which I feel that's bullshit, but I digress. But we'll get into that in a little bit though. But it's
no.
like
like I said, everything that you see as far as optics, that's easy. The optic stuff is easy. You can do those guys, those writers and people that produce, they can do that stuff with their eyes closed. And most of it's written 3 months ahead anyway. So what I'm saying is what you saw the other night was no accident.
No.
They've been brewing for this time, just like January 6th of 9/11. It happened when it's supposed. It happened when it's supposed to happen.
But this is the thing, right? Like everybody said they wanted this match. Keyword, they wanted this match. They wanted this Roman Rock match.
But they didn't get that it was going to be Rocky Sucks. They had me rolling when they said, "Is this 1996?"
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I'm like, because I had to go back in time. I'm like, are they saying Rocky Sucks? And then the WWE tried to mute those chants or whatever. That's why when you was hearing them muffled sounds, y'all, like WWE was trying to add that shit, and I'm like, dude, you can't edit. Like, the crowd, you can manipulate it, but once again, there's social media. When you mute it or whatever, we can hear it from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, they got what they wanted. They wanted the big money maker match, which is Rock versus Roman.
No, that's just
that.
Allegedly.
It's not even that, though. It's not even that though. They are the conversation.
That's just the appetizer, bro.
Yeah.
That's just the appetizer.
When
it always starts with an appetizer.
But this thing I'm saying, when it's the road to WrestleMania for the past couple of years, they have not been the conversation for the road to WrestleMania. This is the first time in a long time that you can say WWE this, WWE that.
I mean, it's about time because from all them years you've been trash. You know what I'm saying? There's a new face that's in town, which is AEW. So thank God for AEW. And you know what the crazy thing is that people have been taking AEW for granted for the last 4 years. Now they have woken up and they were just like, oh shit, they're going overseas. They doing this. They got business deals with New Japan and all that. I am glad that WWE is in the conversation. I'm glad that they're in the mainstream. I'm glad that XFL players on Super Bowl press conferences talking about the WWE. They could be talking about their game that's coming up this Sunday, which I would not be watching. No, I'll be watching.
The guys from the NFL can't mention any of that stuff.
Yeah,
because the NFL.
He did.
He did like a little rant promo, but he was doing like a rant promo.
But still, he mentioned WWE.
Kittle's from the 49ers, the tight end.
Yeah, he was on the press. He was on their press conference or whatever, and he was talking about the Cody. Like he had at least about like a 1 minute rant about Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, he said.
Well, you got to realize, they're in bed with the NFL.
Yeah, those belts.
Indeed, they are.
No.
That too.
The WWE has a deal with Fox.
For now.
No. Every Friday night, SmackDown comes on Fox.
Yeah, but their contract
which is
ends.
That is why you see WWE guys on the sidelines at football games. They all are under the same umbrella. So they're not just doing that out of the blue, because when you are under contract with people, you can only mention other people's brands when you're given the green light to do it. You can't just talk like some news station pulled up on the side of the street and asked you something. That's why you see Roman Reigns and certain guys on TV shows, ESPN and all this. They're all in bed together. All of that.
You know what?
Endeavor owns UFC. Yeah. UFC is marketed by ESPN. ESPN has an NFL contract. All this stuff works together. This is not an accident, brother. These people know what they're doing. Fox. That's why you see on Fox, on Colin Cowherd's show, tomorrow night on SmackDown, so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. They're telling you what's going on before it even goes on. So none of this stuff is an accident. So if Kittle was saying, I didn't know you were talking about George Kittle. When those guys do that, they're told to do that because they all under the same umbrella. Endeavor, TKO, UFC, NFL now. I mean, NFL and WWE. It's all one company now. Wow. Different brands, but under the same umbrella. That is what I'm talking about. These people ain't worried about AEW. They're worried about money. That's it. Big money. Now, we as fans, you know what I'm saying? We like to compare the two, this, that, and the other, so on and so forth. And that's great for us. But at the end of the day, I'm just talking about what I'm looking at right now is a hostile takeover, a real one.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're absolutely right. There is a hostile takeover. But before I go on, first of all, y'all hit that like button, please. Y'all getting great content. Please forward the podcast, like the podcast. You are with Stevie.
That's right, everybody.
And that's Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast. Yeah. But as I was saying though, the whole thing is damn, I gotta talk about this tonight in Wrestling Debates and Catering.
Can't talk about my content. 10 o'clock Eastern. Shut up. Can't talk about my content.
I did not think of that. Like, okay, so are you insinuating, or not insinuating, but are you?
Yes, I am insinuating. Yeah, that's a good word.
But damn, okay, all right, cool. Yeah. So are you insinuating that The Rock has been behind this, like, for all this for years? I mean, like, he literally planned to take over.
What did I just say? When you want to take over what somebody's got, you have to learn about your opponent.
That's deep,
you have to dig. You got to get deep, and you got to dig to find out things. So when this all goes into place, you're gonna get hit from every single. You ever heard of the word blitzkrieg?
Yeah.
That is what the Germans used in World War II, where they hit you from the air and the ground and sea, if there's water by you, all at the same time. And the word is blitzkrieg. That's where the word blitz, a blitzing linebacker, that's where that comes from. In German, it means lightning war. So when you getting it from all different areas, you can't prepare because I got all bases covered. So like I was saying, Ari Emanuel, these people know people in high places. He can make promises. He's in places because he in the movie business. What do movies go all the time? All over the world in different languages. Okay, Ari Emanuel. You know who his brother is?
Who?
No.
Rahm Emanuel. That used to be Barack Obama's right-hand man.
What?
And then became the mayor of Chicago.
Oh,
you should know that living in Wisconsin.
They in Illinois.
You don't think Rahm Emanuel is cool with people in the FBI? You don't think Rahm Emanuel is cool with people in the CIA?
Wait. Pause, Uncle. Number one, what happens in Illinois don't have nothing to do with Wisconsin.
You've been down there partying. I seen you.
I mean, there's a difference between partying and political shit.
On the side of the road. Listen, them little Chicago hats them cops got on. Them stripes on them.
No, listen, I was in the basement. I was in the basement. I was in the barbershop, whatever. But I don't give a fuck.
You probably was down there when the what was the kid name from Empire? When he was going to get a Subway sandwich.
Really?
He's going to get a Subway sandwich. Yeah, that's what they do in Chicago and Illinois and Wisconsin.
Oh, no.
Act like you want to get a Subway sandwich. No. 3 o'clock in the morning.
You leave Wisconsin out of this.
You hear me, Foster?
We might be
3 o'clock in the morning.
We might listen. We might be interconnected though, but listen, whatever the fuck
Leon said you're down there partying with Mayor Lightfoot.
That's nothing like me. That's all. I love Chicago. Shout out to Chicago though, but no,
I love Chicago too. I love Chicago too, man. It's a beautiful town. Anybody ain't never been there? Don't go when it's cold. Don't go when it's cold though.
Please
don't.
That's 11 months out the year. What? That's 11 months out the year.
But I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I always had a good time. But be that as it may, Rahm Emanuel, that is Ari Emanuel's brother. Do you remember the TV show Entourage?
Yeah.
You remember the character Ari? Remember the character Ari?
Yeah.
That character was based on Ari Emanuel.
God damn.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The shit you learn with Stevie Ray.
Who put Barack Obama in the White House? Rahm Emanuel and all his buddies out of Chicago.
Out of Chicago.
You know that brings up a very interesting point because Nick Khan and The Rock are literally best friends in real life, aren't they?
I don't know.
You get what he's going with, though?
If they not, they will be.
No, they won't.
No, they are literally best friends in real life.
They are.
Okay.
See, now I'm thinking like, you know, what we've been talking about for an hour almost. Like now I'm thinking like, yes, this is damn near a hostile takeover because like now The Rock like literally came out of nowhere. Now remind you, ninjas move in silence for a reason. No one ever knew that The Rock was going to come out of nowhere and become a board member. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. I mean, that alone should say what the hell's going on.
Owning my name? When have you ever known the Vince ever relinquishing someone's name? When have you ever heard that?
Just lately, the only person was Cody Rhodes when he was at AEW. He couldn't say Cody. He had to call himself Cody the whole time, and then they finally gave him up and said, "Here, how your Rhodes? God damn it!" But
but you not out here doing movies and shit.
No,
and TV
that's
shows
because
and all this shit.
John Cena don't own his fucking name. That's his name by birth.
Right.
Hey, you do a commercial. You do a happy commercial. We want parts. You do a goddamn voiceover. We want part. You're John Cena.
That's how it works. That's the entertainment business. That's just the way it is.
I mean, listen, someone in the comments said that they never liked Rock. Listen, let me tell you something. Rock was my idol. He was. But, huh?
I'll say that's Loman.
What?
Who? No, he's saying the person's name.
Oh, yeah. So, shut up. Okay, so The Rock.
Don't insult my fans.
He's about to go off. That's what happened.
Rock. No, the Rock.
Don't insult my fans.
I can't. Can I finish? Can I finish?
You can attempt to finish, but I'm listening. I'm listening to you. Okay.
No, so The Rock is my idol, bro. He is.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you like this.
Okay.
Don't let that smile fool you. That's what I was gonna say. So not let that smile fool you.
I was gonna go back to this, and I remember this like it was yesterday when Rock was doing those movies, and I think it was his birthday or something one year, and they forgot to re-sign his contract.
Oh, really?
They forgot to re-sign his contract. He must have felt some type of way because he didn't come back to WTV. They willed him in by playing his father and his grandfather in the Hall of Fame and said, "Hey, you mind inducting so you get a little bug back?" You know, maybe you can help me out, C-Ray. When a wrestler in front of
hold on, hold your thought one day. Hold your thought right there. Loman said, "I apologize. I just never cared for."
No,
you ain't got to apologize for that, man.
Yeah.
Don't worry about Chris. If you don't like The Rock, you don't like it. You on my show, baby. Whatever you want to say,
you are stating.
You can say it. If you want to say Chris Dillsworth can go jump in the lake, you can say that, dog.
Now, why you want me to jump in the lake?
I'm just telling him.
In the lake?
I'm just using that as an example. I don't want you to joke it up in the lake. I was just saying if he wants to say that, he has the right of freedom of speech on this show. Don't be like an Illinois cop.
Wow.
Yeah, don't be like an Illinois cop.
Do not come on here and disrespect me and talk about that. I am a Illinoisian. Don't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. A Wisconsin.
I am a cheesehead for a reason. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I apologize.
We don't have Splinter up here. We don't have rappers.
I apologize, dog.
Thank you.
I apologize. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the Rock. So when they wheeled The Rock in, He felt that everybody Rocky chant. He felt the energy. They won back in. They re-signed a contract. He came back to wrestle a couple of times.
Right.
But the thing is, with people like that, they haven't forgot that. Like, yo, I did all this for you. I put me, Stone Cold, all of those guys in this era did all this for you. You didn't think about me one time, blah blah. He probably started his thinking like, all right, the wheels start turning. And Rock came in a couple of times, but my question is now is, okay, Rock is in. What about Paul? What about Triple H? Because
what about him?
That's exactly
That's what I'm about to say.
Exactly.
Like,
brother,
what about your ass?
Well, listen,
at the end, like I said, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, have you ever watched the movie The Thing? When Kurt Russell told all of those guys, nobody didn't know what the thing was, who the thing was. When Kurt Russell said in 4 hours, we're going to have a major storm come through here, and then we're going to get to see who's who. That's the same thing that's going on with the WWE.
And see, it's
Endeavor is just getting started. And you
that's
really know what's going to really, right now, all of these allegations are civil. But if the feds raided your house, they're one step away from being criminal.
Oh, no, they're federal.
Once they become criminal, it's over, bro.
They're federal now. The
feds
involved.
Have they became federal now?
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, the federal. Yeah, the feds have. Yeah, they stepped in last week.
Oh, okay.
The thing is with the Rock thing. Also, they try to say this was not them, but people. Meltzer said that this was a distraction.
Don't listen to that.
I know. That's why I did this.
That's why I did this. Bro.
That's why I did this. But
that's how I met Stevie, because of that punk ass Meltzer. That's
we should thank Meltzer. We should thank you. We got to be uncles.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. But at the same time, though, they try to say that when Rock came out, that was supposed to be a distraction from the Vince McMahon thing. But if you're a smart fan, which most of y'all is, no, it was not. No, because that the next day. Oh, the feds got involved. And then the attorney for Miss Grant came in. Oh, we got more women to come forth.
Oh, no, it is several more women.
Yeah, right.
This is what I was talking about.
They ain't give a number.
No, they didn't. And they're not. This is what I'm talking about when I was saying the other night on the show. If people think the freaks come out at night, but they don't come out when they're 75 years old. The freaks come out at night long time ago. And the reason they come out at night, because they don't want nobody to know exactly what they're doing. But when it comes to but I'm just saying, what Vince is doing, y'all remember this. Go all the way back to the 80s when that scandal came out about with the young boys and the ring boys and all that kind of stuff. Remember all of that stuff? Pat Patterson, all those guys. And then the thing came out with the steroid thing and all this stuff. Vince has been able to get over every single hump. Somebody always been wanting to get at him, okay? Because when you make it to the top, you step on a lot of toes. And a lot of times people don't forget. But sooner or later, you're going to make that one slip. And that's when they swoop in. And just to be honest with everything that's going on, this is what I think. Because I can't say anything bad about Vince, man. I mean, all these allegations are what they are. I read them just like everybody else do. But I've met the man and I've talked to the man. So I can only judge him on that. But if any of this stuff is true, I can't condone it.
No.
I can't condone it. But I do know, because the way I was raised, the things I've been around, my travels, things that I did before I got in the wrestling business, things that I seen before I got in the wrestling, things that I seen after I got in the wrestling business, at certain levels of different kind of people, this does not surprise me one iota.
I was just getting ready to ask you that. I was like, does it even surprise you?
No, but I'm gonna tell you something, Chris, that I never said on this show before, not even to my audience. Somebody pulled my coattail on Vince McMahon and WWE. I don't know how true it is, but over the years of seeing different things and talking to other different people. This is when I was just getting in the wrestling business. Somebody pulled my coattail way back in 1989.
Wow.
Yes.
Shit.
Wow. And told you about Vince?
I'm going to just say this. None of this stuff surprises me. That's all I'm going to say.
Interesting. Okay, you can leave it at that.
Yeah. Kush said the year he was born. Yeah, Kush, the year you was born. So that's why I'm saying when hearing a bunch of this stuff, it's something else going on. That's why, okay, the woman, the lady, let's think about this. Let's think about this. If you got common sense, you know, freaks don't just come out, you know, when they're 75 years old. If you're a freak, you've been a freak for quite some time.
Listen, you better look at those promos. Oh, and Enforcer, you better look at that comment from. Okay.
I saw it.
Okay.
What comment?
That comment from James Earl Cash.
What'd he say?
James Earl Cash. He said I look like Daddy-O from a legendary hip hop group.
I need you to send me a picture.
I haven't heard of that group, James. I haven't heard of that one.
Hey, Mr. James Earl Ray.
James Earl Cash.
Hey, what is that a 90s group?
Well, if it was a good hip hop, of course it was. 80s or 90s.
Oh yeah, that's my shit. Like, yeah, I stayed in the 90s and 80s.
80s and 90s. That's the only hip hop I listen to.
I do too. I have a whole list on my Amazon.
But anyway, we ain't here to talk about some. We're not here to talk about some defunct hip hop group. But going back to what we were talking about, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I see happening. Because see, going back to what Chris said, somebody wants to put you in a position to get rid of you once and for all. And it's only one way to do that. What do they always do to bring big names down? You get infiltrated with a woman.
Ooh.
Anybody remember Marion Barry? How'd he get him?
Ooh.
You remember Marion Barry? Mayor DC? How'd he get him?
Yeah, they got him.
Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
But you know, Bill Clinton, he didn't get impeached though.
I'm not talking about what the aftermath. I'm not talking about the aftermath.
They're trying to use
just the simple fact that he got impeached.
No. What they did worked because they voted George Bush in. So it worked. How can you not want to vote for a Democrat after this man has balanced the budget and put the whole country back to work?
That's true.
You put a woman on him and make him look bad. And then they voted in a walking fuck up. George Bush. Now, how do you explain that? You see what I'm saying? It worked. It worked. Bill Cosby. It worked. Epstein. Weinstein.
He was nasty.
Epstein, Weinstein.
Both of them.
Donald Trump. You see how this shit works?
Women.
Wow.
No, forget about the aftermath. It's the optics. That's what people never think about. Things happen for a reason because I'm trying to control your mind to think a certain way.
Yeah.
No, did he? And once that jury, if it goes to a grand jury and a DA take this case, who gonna be sitting up looking at Vince like this? Yeah, let's get him. That's what's gonna be up. Yeah. That's what's gonna be. Hey, you gotta believe me.
Look at John Laurinaitis. He up there talking about he was a victim, but then he was his main man.
You know why he's a victim?
What's that?
You know why he a victim?
Why?
Because he ain't got nothing. He don't want to lose the little he got.
Exactly.
He probably was
because so he gonna flip. He gonna flip just like they do in the gangster movies.
Yeah.
When they put you under them lights,
he's giant around.
And they got all the detectives around you.
He was the main one sucking Vince's ass. The main one.
And he probably was sucking all kind of other ass too.
Hey now.
That's why Vince had him now.
People power.
A flunky.
Flunky.
People power.
That's what John Laurinaitis is. If he don't like it, he can fucking step to me. A fucking flunky.
Wow.
That's what he is. And everybody in the business knows it.
Mm-hmm. That's where I was just like, wait a minute. You said you a victim? Nigga, since when? Since when you was
he made me do it. He made me do it. He forced me to have sex with that young lady. Get over there. Get over there, John. Yeah, get over there, John. Use the big deal. Use that big deal on her.
I mean, come here and get some of these dildos.
If you don't do it, you're fired.
Poor Johnny Ace. Poor Johnny.
Johnny.
Poor
Ace.
little tank. Yeah.
Poor little Johnny.
And I think
he
he's
wanted
married
some
to one.
power. Come on, man.
Hey, brother, I'm put it like this. Put it like this, Enforcer. When you want to go home, remember what Denzel said in Training Day? You want to go to jail, you want to go home. It ain't tiddlywinks. You want to go to jail or do you want to go home? It ain't hard to figure out, bro. Exactly.
He want to go home.
So you gonna sing like a bird.
Hey, bitch, fuck you. I am a victim.
And when he said, when he came online, he said that
when
shit.
them feds pull you in that room, dog, they ain't playing.
That dark
like
room,
I say, people do not know. These people don't play. Whoever these people are that's pulling the strings, they not playing, man. They not playing.
You gotta think this.
WWE is about to go into a whole new endeavor. WWE as we know it, you better look at it right now because once it changes, it's going to be changed forever. And the guy that you're going to see, this is just my opinion, the guy that you're going to see coming out with a suit on, talking about shit, is going to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He will be the next CEO. Endeavor already got their guy. He will be the next CEO of WWE.
Because he already in that position already.
There you go.
The thing is, the crazy is we said that when before all this happened, like, yo, now they got a wrestler on at the table. They got someone that know the business. This before all the shit happened. But
right,
all right, now they got somebody at the table. But the thing is, when I come with the feds been chopping at the bits at Vince since the 80s, since the snooker situation, since the steroid situation. And then don't forget 2020, it was a lawyer in New York that was trying to get Vince for not having insurance for the wrestlers and stuff like that. He was trying to get them at that point.
He was,
So everybody was trying to nip at the bud, and they probably just put everything together and took one cherry on top with that Sunday, and they got it.
Yeah, because all of it kept piling up. Like it kept piling up. I told people.
You got to realize Vince got.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Vince got friends in high places.
He does, but
he's always had friends in high places, which means he got politics. He gives money to politicians and stuff like that. But see, in a situation like this, they can't even help you.
Exactly.
All those other cases, he wasn't going against these guys because these guys I just explained to you got people in high places.
Right.
But you know,
but see, my guys go all the way up to the White House. Where yours go?
Yeah, he got. Like I said, he got
so
Crush. In there.
So Crush asked the question. He said, "My question is what role Stephanie, Shane, Linda plays in this sitting back?" Okay, so it's funny that you brought it up because we also talked about this on our podcast. Okay. So here's the thing: Stephanie is the wild card in this situation because no. I wouldn't even say the wild card. Shane is the wild card more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Now, Stephanie, she could be in a lot of trouble and Triple H. Now, Triple H, Triple H was the dumb fuck that decided to go on that press conference right after the Royal Rumble, and they asked him. And I think Enforcer even said this. He allowed the floodgates to open. Yes. He didn't put no disclaimer, say like, "Listen, there's an ongoing investigation. I am aware of what's going on." Blah blah blah. I can't get into details because of the ongoing investigation. So instead of doing that, this man was flustered with all the questions that were being asked by the media. Now, to answer your question, Crush, about as far as Stephanie could be in a lot of trouble, because if you read some of them documents, she was the chairwoman during that time. And remind you, Triple H was in the hospital. That still does not excuse Triple H from saying, "Oh, well, I didn't know," or whatever. Guess what? Shit. You still sleep with your wife in the bed and talk about, screw The Rock. Like, I can't believe that. I can't believe that The Rock is in charge. You get what I mean? Right. So, like, they said that Stephanie, like, she knew about it, but she just swept it under the rug. Now, the crazy thing is
that this is the deal, man.
Okay.
Go ahead. No,
I was going to say, finish. Stephanie always says about women's revolution. I find it very funny that you talk about women's revolution, but then when a woman is being sexually harassed or sexually assaulted by your father, you have nothing to say, which that bothers me all the way around.
This is the thing. Don't get so invested in that, with all due respect, because all of these people have attorneys, and their attorneys are advising them what to say and what not to say until they know what's what. So Triple H come out there saying what he did. As soon as this stuff goes down, brother, you don't have $1 billion company. You got attorneys on retainer, and they're going to tell everybody what to say and what not to say. So they can't get out there and start spewing stuff to the public, because this shit is serious. And you can say one single solitary thing to indict yourself, and you don't want to do that.
But he should not do that. What he should have did, like we just said, he should have came out there and put a disclaimer like, "Hey,
if his attorneys wanted him to do that, if that would have been beneficial for them and the company, they would have done that." This is what I'm trying to tell you. You can't think about it like a fan right now. It's business now. It's just criminal. So exclaimer and all that stuff don't change nothing.
Okay, so
I get it.
Attorneys are on fee for $300,000 a year. They're not going to screw you wrong.
But see,
and even if they do, you got to follow your attorney's advice. Speaking from a man that's had to use attorneys before. Okay,
but did they give him any instruction? Because the way that press conference came, he got upset. And he got
with
upset.
All due respect, you're not telling me anything that I didn't see or know. I just know how this works. You can't go out there with the fans and talk when there is a criminal case going on that you could possibly, not definitively, but possibly be involved in. This is one show. It ain't the end of the world. True. It's never the end of the world. It's one show, and fans will always get over one show. You got to look at the big picture. I'm just telling you what I know. You got to look at the big picture, because one single solitary interview is not going to stop nothing, because the money that the fans have spent is already spent. The ticket's already sold.
That's true, but at the same time, what you just said, though, it goes back to what you just said, though. But like, if he say anything that like might roll some eyes, or say huh, what do you mean by that? What Triple H said, and we were all watching that press conference. Triple H should have never said that he has no knowledge of what happened. That's saying too much already. You should have just said, "Listen, I can't."
When he goes to court, brother, they already wrote the stuff out for him.
Right.
They already wrote it out for him. It ain't like he coming off the cuff. They already wrote it out for him. And when if he's involved in this, he's going to say that till the day he dies, that I know nothing about this. And there's no way, unless they can prove that. Right. Unless someone, what you got to realize is this: they don't want him. They want the big fish. They don't want him because if he get the old from the FBI, he ain't gonna say a word because they don't want him. And if he does say a word, what do you think he's gonna do? I'm going to cop out on my wife and kids, or am going to give them the big fish? These people know what they're doing, brother. This is law enforcement. Look at all the people that turned on Donald Trump. Look at them. When that lady came down with that RICO law, look how many of them got up that was talking big. Oh, the election was stolen. I know it was stolen, this, that, and the other.
His vice president.
I don't know. Yeah, I think he did it. Yeah, let me out. That's what happened.
His vice president.
That's how it works.
But what about?
That's how it works. No. I'm just thinking
situation?
on this. I'm just saying, before we finish this, I'm just saying, when you look at what Triple H said, you got to put everything in context. Brother, this your life we talking about.
Right.
This ain't a pay-per-view. This ain't money. This your life. And if I can get you, if the feds come down and make you a part of it, you really think he's worried about what I said at a press conference? Or am I worried about my ass in Sing Sing or Leavenworth?
Somewhere.
Behind somebody else's dildos. I'm just telling you how it works, brother. Am I gonna be worried about them dildos he got in the collection of? Or I'm worried about my kids looking at me through that goddamn window and getting that phone. Hey, Daddy, when you coming home? I'm not coming home, baby. I've been here for the next 20 years. Really?
I'm worried about them kids up there, like looking at my dildos.
And Stephanie up there, why you think Stephanie got the hell out of Dodge already?
Because she was already guilty.
Exactly.
The real question is,
but they still got to prove it. But she's a little fish. You don't never want the little fish. You want the big fish. They don't want but one guy. What was that?
They talking about Shane. This is the thing about Shane is Shane. They tried to do that with Shane, and Shane got out way before.
Shane said, "I'm gone."
Shane's like, "Oh no, I'm not in this. I'm not in this.
I'm gone.
Now put me in this. I love my wife. I love my kids. I'm not.
My name Bennett. I ain't in it. Right. I'm gone.
I'm
gone, brother. He been gone. Pack your shit. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, dog.
He thought the shit changed. He's like, no, it's the same shit. This y'all just got older. I can't do that. Get the fuck out of here.
Or he came back. Or he came back, and things were more devastating than he thought they were.
Indeed.
They kind of was.
Bye.
I mean, I think that's why he blew out both his squads at WrestleMania.
Oh, God damn.
He blew something out on that stupid ass move he tried to do.
Damn sure. I'm like, this man rolled in the ring and blew out his knees.
He got his WrestleMania moment.
Now Calcutta just said, when you look at the group of people who are connected to Vince, like Johnny Ace, Michael Hayes, Bruce Pritchard, Stephanie McMahon, Paul Levesque, and the others around the globe. Yeah, but those is real inner circle right there. I'm telling you right now, man, what I'm saying to what we're talking about tonight, and I appreciate you guys coming on the show and giving me your 411 on this whole thing. And what I'm talking about tonight, is what me and Vince was talking about last week. And I was trying to tell him, Vince, I've seen this before. This ain't a wrestling thing. This is a business thing. When it becomes a business thing, it's a money thing. When it becomes a money thing, it's a power thing. And when it becomes a power thing, brother, you in trouble. You're in trouble. Wrestling will go on to the day we die. Wrestling ain't going nowhere. We've seen this in everything. We've seen this in politics. We've seen this in big business. We've seen this in the movie business, taking over studios, this kind of stuff. When somebody's coming for what they want that you have, they will dip to any length to do it. And not only that, we're going to excoriate you so nobody will ever look at you the same again. And that's unfortunate, but man, that's the world we live in.
Because that's exactly what they're doing to Brock Lesnar.
Hey, Brock is what we call a casualty of war.
Yeah.
That is why I make a war.
Exactly.
That's why I make a war reference at the beginning of our conversation. He is a casualty of war. It's good to talk about. I mean, we could talk about him and all this kind of stuff. We can talk about all of them. But at the end of the day, when you pull back what's really going on, it's just like the Wizard of Oz, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the Wizard of Oz. The curtain, the guy behind the curtain really ain't what you thought they were. Right. And these guys, Endeavor, they look like great businessmen. We're going to have a hell of a partnership, man. And let me shake your hand. I wouldn't have never been able to do this without Vince McMahon. That's Ari Emanuel talking. Blah, blah, blah. So it's great working with him and blah, blah, blah. But at the real deal, at the table, he got horns coming out his head.
But you know what the crazy thing about that whole thing? We didn't even mention this. The night or the weekend. It was Friday. Yeah, Friday. The Friday night before the Royal Rumble, they lost the sponsorship, and the sponsorship came back. Slim Jim.
Oh, Slim Jim. Yeah, let's ask them that question. How did you feel about that?
And they came back the next day once they found out Vince was gone.
I mean, they lost their sponsorship in like
somebody probably talked to him. Somebody probably talked to him, an executive, and told him, "Hey, this is what's going to happen." Somebody probably did, because usually when sponsors pull out, they don't never come back. And you remember they start running the old Macho Man Savage videos. Yeah. You saw that?
Yeah, they put Macho Man in the they got LA Knight and Bianca now doing it. And the thing was, the thing was, like you just said, you leave. You don't usually hear the sponsor come back the very next day, like with less than 12 hours. And they came right back after the news, like. Once they left, they left at 8:00. Vince left, or Vince got resigned around 11:00 at night. When you wake up the next morning, you hear Slim Jim is back on course.
Right. Now Bars was just asking, do y'all all think Shane will return, take his father's place, or whatever Vince has left, if anything? What do you guys think?
Let me matter of fact, Bars. He's an asshole in real life. I know. Hey, what's going on?
You know him?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I was
I think he asked a very good question.
He did. No, he know I'm fucking with him, and I know he's going to probably attack me in about 30 minutes or whatever. And the basic okay. No,
what time y'all show start?
9:00. 9:00 on TikTok. Okay. No, so what I was gonna do was a little short story about Victor, and follow him on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. I was actually going to invite him to the show.
Hey man, I don't need to be promoting other people on my show.
I was telling no,
you promote him on your show.
He is a big fan of yours. That's why.
I take it back there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, boss.
Thank you. Why are you trying to come for my scalp?
He be coming on here trying to run my shit, boss. So I'm sorry.
That is not true. That is not true.
I gotta check it. I gotta check it. You know, he think he Ari Emanuel or some goddamn body.
No, that is not the case.
You ain't finna Vince me. You know.
Never mind.
Okay, so I'm trying to scroll to his comment. Where is this comment at?
He just said, "Do all y'all think Shane will return to take his father's place?"
No, it's too chaotic. I mean, like, what's the need for him to even come back? I mean, there's no reason for him to come back. I mean, Shane is cool. Like, I love Shane. Shane was good as a heel, a face, a tweener. Like, he was dope.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude too.
But at the same time, like, I mean,
you know something. You know something, Chris Enforcer.
Sir,
I'm gonna say this. You never know.
Yeah. In wrestling, you can say that.
You never know.
You never know.
Business.
Because the thing about it is this. You never know if Endeavor and them want a piece, just that name still attached in some way, shape, or form. I don't see it, but you never know. Maybe that's why he left when he left, and we ain't seen him since.
And he did good by leaving.
I was just going to say that.
Maybe he had a premonition about this shit.
Or maybe somebody pulled his coattail and said, all hell about to break loose in a couple of years. So if I was you, I'll put my walking boots on and start stepping.
Hey, listen, when you see one lifeboat in the Titanic about to sink, you get on that damn lifeboat. I think
yes. I'm taking the dinghy before anybody knows it.
Exactly.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm just testing it out.
I said, yeah.
Women and children.
See you later. I'm on my hoverboard.
Yeah, I'm done. I just want to see if this works. See if it floats. You know something. He like 100 yards away.
Chris, where you going? Shit, bye. I mean, shit.
Hey man, hey yo.
I don't. But to be honest, I don't see him coming back. Not just because his name is McMahon, and then people like, oh,
right.
That's the way Vince gonna say it. No, that's right there. They're not gonna trust him for the door. Like, oh, you're here because you're gonna be the eyes open for Vince. Because it's that doesn't he?
No, I don't think he'd be coming.
But
I don't think he'd be coming back.
No, I'm not saying he will, but this is the world we live in. Where
no, what I'm saying is, I'm saying if he came back, it would not be in an owner capacity, but maybe as an advisor because he did grow up around the business.
That is true, and he got a great mind for the business.
That's what I'm saying. He did grow up around the business, so I think he can be used. I don't know because it's like, hey man, I wasn't in that.
Right.
I ain't got nothing to do with it. My daddy been a freak since I was born. You know,
stupid.
Ain't nothing I can do about his freakism. You know, he like
or his voiceism.
I mean,
you know, so
there's
hey,
nothing wrong with being.
He might have went to his daddy and said, "Hey, daddy, you need to stop this stuff, man. You need to stop this."
I mean, you know what?
He might have said that. You need to stop. I'm not going to stop. Why do you think I got all this money? Yeah. I don't know.
I'm going to give you some tutorials on how to bang that hole.
Go back to some of the promos they used to do together. Shane used to look disgusted by her, like, what are you doing?
Hey, there is a question in the comments that I wanted to
which one?
I wanted to look at. So it's like all the way back. So Terry in the chat, he said that I don't know if you three touched this, but do you think the Democrats is pushing for Vince McMahon to be humiliated because of relationship with Donald Trump?
But you know, I said this a long time ago. I said this. Who asked that question?
Give me a second. Let me Terry in the chat. That's his name.
Okay, but listen to this. I said this, Terry. I'm trying to find him also. I said this back in 2020. You remember Vince McMahon's wife? Remember Donald Trump gave her a position. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what position are we talking about?
Yeah.
Stop it.
I forgot exactly.
Stop it.
Okay, all right.
What was that?
Nothing, Uncle.
No. This is real talk right now. This real talk.
All right.
This real talk. I'm not joking right now. But because I could have made one myself. But no. I'm gonna respect her.
It was wide
I
open.
forgot exactly what she was over. She was over something when Donald Trump was in office. That's why Vince then was able to become. You remember when the pandemic came, certain businesses had to shut down, but Vince then was deemed essential, because he was politically hooked up. Y'all remember that? And they still could do the stuff in the studio. Yeah,
I remember they called him an essential company because they don't want the WWE.
That's exactly what.
I remember that. Yes.
Okay, and you remember his wife?
It's the hell off.
Right, because his wife is politically corrected with Donald Trump. So, whoever asked that question, this is what I said before the elections even went down. I said on my black and white show that I do with Vince Russo, I said this is what's going to happen. Donald Trump is going to lose the presidency. And Vince was like, well, how do you know that? I said, I've been trying to figure this out for 4 years. I think I finally figured it out. And once people don't need you anymore, I honestly believe Donald Trump was put in office for a reason, because nobody comes out of the private sector in the United States of America with a two-party system that's been running things over 150, 160 years and become president of the United States of America unless someone wants you there for a reason. Then what happened? We got the pandemic. We got the tax cut for all the billionaires and all this other stuff. Be that as it may, whether you like it, don't like it, whether you're Democrat, Republican, I really don't care because I'm a registered independent. They can kill each other for all I care. Just don't draw black people into it no more. Have your civil war. Don't draw us into it. I'm going to sit back and watch with a bag of popcorn. That's what I'm going to do. But be that as it may, I told Vince, and we got it on camera. I mean, we got it on tape and camera. I can't remember what show that was, what number anyway. And I said, once Donald Trump loses the election, the United States government is going to come after him and his whole administration. What are we seeing?
They're coming after him. Like,
what are we seeing? So, and I said then, and Vince will attest to this. And you remember Vince, his wife works for him too. Vince's wife, Vince McMahon's wife. Okay, so that question is very relevant. I don't know for a fact, but all you got to do is put the tea leaves together, bro. And I don't think,
he's an independent.
And to be honest, I don't think it's the Democratic Party. But like I chronicled earlier, Rahm Emanuel put Barack Obama in office and was his right-hand man in his first 4 years in this administration. Then he went to Chicago and ran for mayor in Chicago because that's where all of them are from. And his brother is Ari Emanuel. So in essence, you tell me, you can make it into it because you got to have both sides to do this kind of shit. This ain't no left or right thing. This is a money grab, bro. This is business. This is order. This is who rules. At the end of the day, people with money don't know nothing else but money. They don't give a shit about fans other than how much money you got in your pocket. How much can you spare today? That is it. And at the end of the day, at the end of the quarter, how many millions did I make? Yeah. That's just life in America. Now you can try to make it into something else.
Now let me ask you this.
These
since
people
we
don't play. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this since we talking about.
We got to get ready to wrap it up here in a minute.
Oh, this ain't gonna take long, but
no. Go ahead. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. What I do want to ask you is, as far as like, I'm not trying to make this a race. Well, this is a race thing, but the Donald Trump party or the Donald Trump drones. Have you ever seen in your years of living on this earth, Stevie? Have you ever seen so many brainwashed white people and some black periods in the Republican Party? Do you see them as a Republican Party or do you see them as a circus? Because I've never seen so many people that's like going around brainwashed like they're in the Matrix and saying that, you know, Trump is God and Trump Trump orchestrated January 6th, and yet people still want to vote for him. So my question to you is, what is this?
I think this country, with all due respect, over the last 25 to 30 years has been inundated with worshiping celebrities. Celebrity worship is real. Celebrity worship. That is why you have people saying The Rock could be the president. Oprah Winfrey could be the president, this, that, and the other. Well, my older brother, his name is Danny, is a political science major.
I didn't know you had another brother.
I got two other brothers.
Oh, wow.
And my older brother was a school valedictorian. My older brother graduated college in 3 years. My older brother, is a political science major. Okay. Now, back in those days, my brother would, teach me about political science, tell me about how politics work, so on and so forth. So for anybody at the end of the day, to believe, I'm just answering your question, but I'm just putting things into context so people can understand where I'm coming from. For anybody to believe that a person from the private sector, regardless how much money he has, is going to change your life in any way, shape, or form. This is just me. And not know anything about politics. Do you know what kind of IQ in the political pundits world that you have to be a politician to make things better for others? You can't be from the entertainment business, but you can play the game from the entertainment business, because you see people worshiping Beyonce. You see people worshiping Taylor Swift.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
So at the end of the day, that is what you are seeing, that the human mind has convinced itself that this entertainer is going to make my life better. So what you're looking at is a psyop, an experiment that somebody has levied on the United States of America. So if you can make people believe in a person that don't know shit, what else can you do to control a country?
Dude, like Uncle Doubt, that's deep. That's deep and dangerous at the same time, man.
You know, it's crazy because it's not new. Because Ronald Reagan.
It's nothing new.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan was the same way.
But this is, I've never seen this.
No. I know exactly what Chris is talking about. Ronald Reagan, you got to realize something. Ronald Reagan was a politician before he became president, though. Ronald Reagan started out being the guy
the governor of California.
I mean, even before that, he was over all the actors. What they call it, the SAG deal. He was the president of that before he became the governor of California. So in essence, I can respect that because you got some kind of remnants of public policy. Okay? You got some remnants of it. I ain't saying you the best of the best, but you are good at making decisions when it come down to it. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of Reagan. I've lived through Reagan. I wasn't the biggest fan of him, but I did respect the man, even though he went to sleep when things were going on, you know, and big conference going on. He's over there.
Lord.
Hey, baby, hey, wake up, baby.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but hey, dog. Hey, man, I'm running the country, man. I need to get some Z's. I need to get some Z's over here. I'm just saying, dog. I can respect that.
Wow.
But even though he was the president for 8 years, you did not see this occult mentality.
Yeah.
Whereas a person could do no wrong. You remember the Iran-Contra? You guys might not be old enough to remember all. See, I'm into all this shit. Okay? So when you ask questions like that, I'm your guy. Because, see, he got caught up in Iran-Contra. You know? Whereas the military, well, I ain't going to even get into it. It was so much shit going on. But what did he do? He denied it and said that the CIA was working behind his back. And as you know anything about the CIA, they've been doing shit behind presidents' backs for years. Not saying that he didn't know, but that was a defense that he could possibly use, especially when he's literally been caught sleeping at the wheel. So, and that's real. We caught him on camera. Z's coming out his nose like Fred Flintstone. But anyway, at the end of the day, I think it's a bad comparison. But what Chris is talking about, have we ever seen a group, millions and millions and millions of people inundated with someone's presence?
Yeah.
Someone's presence that does promos. I mean, the shit is genius. It's genius. I don't know who put it together. I wish I knew, because they should be writing for WWE.
I think
put this whole thing together.
I think honestly, it's been amplified because, like, when they seen the first black president, it's like, okay, so
you're right.
Why did we have this? And the crazy thing,
that's how it works.
Right. So when you see someone that you just totally dislike, like you want him to die, you want him to like play in traffic, whatever. That's like some of these. That's how these white folks, I'm sorry to the white folks that's watching us right now, but this is
it's a lot of black folks too. It's a lot of black Republicans too.
Yeah, and that's
they believe,
true.
And they believe in the same thing. But you're talking about majority. But I do understand what you're saying.
The majority.
There's a lot of Hispanics and blacks. You see them on TV every day,
right? And they feel that white people are the people that has they saved this country in a very sick way, and it's I don't understand that terminology that believe in the white hope or whatever, but then it's the same people that was responsible for attacking the Capitol, and they still want to stand on their 10 toes and say that Trump is God and we are going to vote him in. That bothers me, bro.
This is the thing, man. This is why I'm a independent. Because once you join a political party and vote a certain way, your party becomes first. Not the betterment of a people, the betterment for the party. That's what I can't deal with, because if you look at different nations all over the world in the last 150 years, you can see how dangerous that is. That is why I'll never be a party of no political party. No political party. I used to vote Democrat, back when I was younger. But once I started studying life and studying world events and history, no. In this country, no. That's why you haven't seen another party been able to emerge in this system, because they come together and kill them off. They come together and kill them off, just like Ford, Chevrolet, and Dodge did against the Tucker organization. Does anybody remember the Tucker? He made better cars than all three of them put together. And what did they do? They conspired with the government, with politicians, to get him shut down. Wow. So this shit is deep, man. And that's why I talk about the Vince McMahon thing and the WWE thing the way I do, because I've seen it before. It just comes in different layers. That's all, in different businesses. But at the end of the day, the mindset is the same. So what
Luke,
we seeing right now, that is why.
Lou Man got a question for you, though.
Who's that?
Lou Man got a question for you. He said independent is a political party?
No.
So independent basically,
you wouldn't ask me that.
Yeah, bro. So independent is not a political.
I'm just saying, no.
That's
not a political party. No,
that's not a political party.
They do have what they call a green party, but that's not what I'm talking about. And that's why if I was running this country, if I was a big influencer in this country, I would go to every single solitary African American, 44 to 50 million strong, and I would say relinquish your dedication to any political party, especially the Democratic Party. That's what I would do, because I feel that anybody of African American descent in this country should not belong to any party. We should, because we don't owe either one of them nothing. One of them doesn't give a damn about us, and one of them act like they give a damn about us. But at the end of the day, neither one of them give a damn about us. See, I'm woke.
True.
I'm really woke, not this bullshit woke that they talk about on television every day. I'm really woke. And at the end of the day, African American people should not belong to any party. We should belong to what we call a political union amongst ourselves. And whatever political party wants to come, when we send people down to talk about what we need in our communities, what we need to uplift ourselves, what we need to be totally inundated with this system. Whoever talks to us and grants us what we want or work for what we want, that's who we vote for, because that's power. That's power. That's real power. And if you don't do it, we don't vote for you the next time. It's that simple. So we should be our own political, not party. Y'all can have the word party. Union. Because you brought me here. You brought me here. You stripped me of everything that I had. You taught me your language. You put me in this fucked up education system that makes me feel inferior. The same system that makes you feel superior. So at the end of the day, and I really don't like to get into this shit on my show. It's about fun time. But see, y'all done brought it out me now. So somebody want to pull it up and talk about politics, I'm your man. Because see, I ain't no joke. It's real when it comes out of my mouth. It's as real as it possibly can be. Because you ain't been where I've been and seen what I've seen. And I've been all over the world twice. So I see this shit for what it is. All of it. It ain't nothing but a fucking play that somebody written out. And we're a part of it and can't do a goddamn thing about it. That's what's sad. But anyway, guys.
Well, that's the final thought. Okay.
Oh, man. See, you got me going, Chris. I knew I should have brought you on the show.
No, I knew it. I think the audience, they like just looking at the comments, like, bro, like you said it all. You killed it. You killed it. You know?
See, I knew I should have next year. Nobody was talking about politics. Nobody was talking about no politics. You came on here. I didn't see that coming.
I amplified your attitude. I'm glad you're welcome.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it for you. That's it, dog. I had some good interviews lined up for you too. Yeah.
So now
no, I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah, man. I had some good ones lined up for you.
So
I had the shock master lined up for you.
So should I just exit now and just hold my head like?
No, I'll do that. I'll cut you off.
Oh man.
I do need a 15-minute
I'm going to take the pleasure of cutting you off.
No, you're not, because you're going to always be in my inbox at 2:00 in the morning. You're going to say, hey, Chris, can you do me a favor? Sure, Uncle. How you doing? Okay, I'll come on. You know, I'm
is it 2 o'clock? Is it 2 o'clock in the
morning?
Bro,
it was fucking 2:46 in the morning.
Was it? I know I hit you up. I know to hit you up late a lot of times, man.
No, it's all no. I told you. I said, listen, we had that relationship. I said, I don't give a damn when you hit me up. When I wake back up, then I will give you my answers.
Well, see, that's the thing. A lot of times, I get up in the middle of the night, might have to go to the bathroom, and I think about something. Man, I've been because a lot of times I've been thinking about hitting you up like on the weekend or something, and I'll forget, and then I think about it in the middle of the night, and so. I can't wait till morning because by morning I'll be the forgot again. So I gotta hit you up at 2, 3 in the morning.
No, it's all good. No, just like I said, you already know. You can always hit me up.
I know, man. I know. I was like, what I do is hit you. Like I'll be thinking, well, when he get up, he'll see it. You know what I'm saying? I hope he ain't. But a couple of times I hit you late and you hit me back.
Because normally I'll be up. I'll be up at 2 something in the morning, knowing that my black ass gotta wake up at like fucking 6 o'clock.
Couple of times, Forcer. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hit him up. Then bing. I'm like, this sucker up. God damn.
Listen, man, this man right here be up. I'm going on TikTok and all. He's on fire, man. He's a vampire.
I work too much. I think that's my problem. I think I just work too much. I don't take.
Hey man, sometimes you.
No, see, the thing is, like, I told my brand that in order for us to be successful, we have to run it hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about running hard into, take dildos and run into holes and shit. I'm not saying that. I'm saying.
I hope not.
For you to work, you gotta work hard. Gotta work hard, bro. So that's why I'm obsessed with my shit. But
hey man, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. And this came a long way from the beginning to now, and I commend you on that, brother. Keep up the hard work. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna call you in the next couple of days.
Okay.
Because I want to talk to you about something.
Okay.
And this tonight has really cemented it for me. So I want to talk to both of y'all, all of y'all about. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff I've been thinking about.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, hit me up, man.
Okay.
All right,
okay, ladies and gentlemen. I know I said I was going to open up the phone lines tonight, but that's the way this show goes, man. Sometimes we really get into it, and it is what it is. And Chris starting shit, talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Getting me going.
You're welcome.
He do that on purpose, and I got to look out for it. I can't let him get me. But he did it again tonight. I had some stuff lined up And now I'm on the fence about it.
I'm depressed.
But I'll
now.
think it out.
Okay.
I'll think it out.
Forgive me, Steve. Please, forgive me, Uncle. I'm a Christian by law. I'm not perfect.
Well, yeah. Law. And you know, church and state is separate. Law. Okay. For my man, the enforcer, for Chris Dillsworth, and you guys go out there and look up Heels for Life. Y'all check him out. If y'all think this was good, check his deal out. All right?
Please,
but at the end of the night, everybody on this show, appreciate you.
Bye,
Be one. Peace.
Yeah.
Out.